Hey, what's up, guys and girls? Jesse Daley here. Welcome back to Daily Weather. Thank you so much for being here. My friends, with the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season beginning very soon, I thought that I would share three important items, safety items, that I have on hand here in the Caribbean, being very prone to hurricanes down here. I want to show you these three items that may help you if you are in a hurricane-prone region. These are also pretty interesting items from a weather perspective, just to learn more about what's going on around you, but also it's just great to have on hand, whether you're into weather or not. This is like my favorite one. This is an anemometer. Will measure wind speed, it will measure the barometric pressure, the air temperature, and the altitude. So I want to show you, for example, with that amazing gust, that registered at about 9 miles per hour. So when a storm comes through, this puppy will record, wind speeds only up to around, I think about 65 to 70 miles per hour. That's just a category 1-ish benchmark. But you know when you get sustained winds at around 70 miles per hour, it's just time to really, really be out of the elements and hunkering down. But this is just great to also tell me, okay, if the barometric pressure is, for example, if it's getting lower, the pressure's dropping, you know that the storm's getting closer. It's just a really nifty kind of a tool to have on hand. I use it throughout the year as well, but I'm excited to create videos when, if and when we do have a storm, to show you, what we're dealing with in terms of wind speed, at least up to around a Category 1 strength. Beyond that, I'm just going to probably be inside and under like the blanket. This is another really critical thing to have on hand. This is a weather band radio. It is also it has actually I didn't even know I had this light. This solar panel charges the device. It also apparently charges this flashlight and also this one. So I'm not going to be blinded. I will be blinded, but I won't be in the dark during the next storm. But what's interesting is this has FM, AM radio, and what's called weather band radio. Weather band radio is really important in an area that experiences frequent and severe storms because, for example, if you lose power or cell phone reception, which can definitely happen down here, actually on kind of a regular basis we lose power, this radio with the weather band will broadcast. It's connected to local emergency authorities, so it will continuously broadcast weather information on the weather band. It's a different frequency than FM and AM. So it's something that's really good to have, flashlight, weather band radio, and also this is also a hand crank tool. So it will charge my cell phone in this little area here, but if, of course it has solar panels, but also you can charge it up this way, and I believe it also, it charges through a USB port, and I think also batteries. So this thing is not going to run out of power. Speaking of power, another really important thing that I use, actually again throughout the year down here, but definitely through hurricane season. I used it last year when Tropical Storm Ernesto moved across the U.S. Virgin Islands. This is a portable power bank. Now, similar to the weather radio, which can charge my phone, this also has an output for a typical U.S. Plug. So you could, for example, I could charge my my laptop, plug it in here, and I could charge my laptop for a little while on this guy. He also could connect to an external solar panel, but I don't have that. I just have I just charge it through the input here. So I charge it up through the electricity, and as you can see right now, it's at 92%, so we should be good for anything that may happen. But On top of that, but aside from those 3 items, of course, I also have like tons of batteries. Amazon sells like these boxes and boxes of batteries. These are just obviously important to have in general, but definitely during hurricane season and in an area that experiences relatively frequent power outages. So, in addition to these items, I would, of course, recommend that you put together an emergency supply kit that includes items such as a first aid kit, non-perishable food, a lot of water. I can tell you, last year when we had Tropical Storm Ernesto go across the U.S. Virgin Islands, it was a high-end tropical storm, but we still lost power for about 4 days. We had to have a bunch of food and water, because the water won't work, and the faucets and that sort of thing, and of course your perishable food will spoil quickly. Tropical Storm Ernesto has continued to slightly increase in strength, and it will continue to do so and will become a Category 1 hurricane as it moves beyond Puerto Rico. But as we can see, winds are definitely gusty. This whole experience reminds me, and hopefully it reminds all of you, to take all of the weather alerts seriously from the National Hurricane Center, because, they were definitely spot on this. Oh, and there goes the power. I'm glad we got that on video. But always make sure that you are staying safe and staying up to date with all of the latest weather information. If you enjoyed this video, please hit subscribe. I will be here in the islands throughout hurricane season. Let's be prepared for hurricanes. Hopefully we don't get any of them impacting land, but in case they do impact land, be ready. And as always, I will keep an eye on the tropical skies come rain or shine.